The first part of the system that I've told you, DAP, D-A-P, dominance, aggression, pain, is kind of like the sort of alpha male part of having sex. If you just use this, you will fuck to the point that girls will talk about you in like a very desirable way. But you won't really level up much of that sort of relationship love side. So that's why at first, like when I was first sleeping with girls, I was just going full DAP, D-A-P. I was literally just utilizing these three things. And I was like fucking aggressively, like fully like jackhammer shit, right? And you know what was interesting? Girls came back. I should have told you this story beforehand, but you know, I started having sex when I was 19 years old, and I followed the advice from Reddit, from Pornhub, you know, like there was like these sex guides where you're supposed to use your tongue and spell out the fucking alphabet on a pussy and everything. I followed all of that advice, kiss her everywhere, take her clothes off. And you know what? It really worked. I was so good at head on a girl, at fingering a girl, so much that on average, every girl that I was getting with was saying that I was the best head that they had ever had. Guess what? They never came back to fuck me a second time. These girls kept on saying that it was like the best orgasm, whatever. And every time I'd message them to try and go, you know, round two, see them again, they'd always be kind of busy. I would never be a priority. And I thought that was so strange. Up until the first time when I had like aggressive, like dominance, painful sex, like for her, painful sex. That's when these girls started to come back to see me. And I realized why. Because any chump can go down on a girl and do the fucking alphabet with his tongue. But it takes a certain kind of man to pound a woman relentlessly. Because it's tough. Just the DAP system, the DAP, dominance, aggression, pain, you don't realize how tough it is. I sweat more having sex than I do during like the Adonis protocol workouts where I'm hitting 2 heavy kettlebells and I'm fast paced and I'm doing burpees. I sweat more and my abs hurt more and I'm like louder and grunting more because it's a discipline. It's a power move. It's literally like I use the same discipline mindset to drop down and do 10 burpees as I do to fuck. It's very difficult. Most guys can't fuck like that. So if you just utilize DAP, you'll already be in the top like 5% of guys who fuck. But you'll be more of this sort of fuck boy, almost like the bad boy, which can be really nice. But you might not be establishing much of a connection with the girls. And so we need the other part, which is the DAP and CAP. So we need the CAP. The first is connection. We want to build up a connection, especially if this is a girl that you like, it's your wife, it's your girlfriend, and you don't want to just fuck her just like a hoe. You want to have a bit of a connection. So how do you connect? Well, with eye contact, stare into her eyes, say something nice about her. In fact, connection can also be replaced with compliments. The single most time where I'll compliment a girl is when I'm actually having sex with her. Not when I'm about to have sex with her, not beforehand, not on the date, but actually when I'm literally inside of her. That's when I will completely and utterly validate her. Then the next part is A for authenticity. This means knowing what you like and doing those things. For the long time, I thought the sex had to be this routine of like, we kiss, I slowly undress her, then I go down on her, then I slowly undress myself, then she sucks me off, and then we have sex. And, you know, like, I thought it was supposed to, like, that's what I had always seen online. Authenticity as part of this system means doing what you like because you really like it, rather than like basically doing what you think you should. So I realized that like there's ways that I like to fuck, positions and like the tempo, the sort of flow of things from the moment we're on the date to the moment we're having sex. I won't really, you know, be too vulgar and tell you exactly what I like or anything, but you need to just figure out if something doesn't feel good for you, if you don't enjoy something, don't do it. Like, so for example, I for a long time never actually enjoyed going down on a girl. You can say it's selfish, whatever. I just didn't really fucking enjoy it. I really didn't enjoy it, but I kept on doing it because I thought you just kind of had to. And what would happen was I just didn't enjoy it so much. It would turn me off and I'd almost like struggle to get hard afterwards. It would just be a complete like mood killer. Then I realized that I enjoy other things. I enjoy like getting straight to it. I enjoy like not just being on a bed, but being up against like a wall or whatever. You know, like I don't mean to be vulgar and make you visualize me face fucking girls and stuff like that. But yeah, basically, I know what I enjoy, right? And so I push for that. And that means that I actually get way more pleasure. And the truth is, like, when you put yourself in that dominant position, she's in the submissive position. Girls really like it when you are experiencing pleasure. You'd be surprised up until you've experienced this. And every guy who fucks will know what I'm talking about. Girls find it so hot and they'll get wet when you enjoy yourself. They kind of like it when you like basically use their bodies for your pleasure. Even like your wife, your girlfriend, they find that hot when they can see that you are really turned on, that you feel so good. And depriving yourself and her from that satisfaction is just stupid, just because you thought that you had to go through this step-by-step routine, or you have to do something that you didn't like. And you just need to be authentic to yourself. People will judge you and think, wait, that's weird, you like this, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. You need to just find out through, you know, some moments with your partner of what you like, and then do that thing. If you're in a position that you don't like, fucking change it. If you're doing something that feels like slow or off or whatever, change it. Stay authentic to how it feels for you, because she will, and she will voice it to you. She'll say it's too hard. She'll say it's too light. She'll tell you to press hard or whatever. And girls are very good at this. Men aren't. So make sure you stay authentic to like what feels good for you. And the final part of the system is presence. That's the P in cap. Presence is you actually being here right now rather than drifting off in your mind. I had an embarrassing, quite shameful moment where I was with a girl and she noticed that I wasn't even present as she was sucking me off. I was kind of like looking out the window, just like, you know, mindless daydreaming. And I could see how unattracted she got from that. So it's very important that you stay present and that you are here right now, like you're mindful. Meditate constantly, every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. But when you're actually having sex with a girl, focus a lot on your breathing, of breathing full all the way down to your stomach, to your balls, breathing all the way back in. Feel the touch of her skin. Really acutely listen out to every decibel of her noise, every like tune of her noise, her moans. Listen to it as if it's the first or the last time you could ever listen to it again. Stay there, right there. Never allow yourself to have sex in a way that you are not present and you're like mind wandering, you're thinking about something else, because it's not really enjoyable for you, it's not enjoyable for her, and girls notice this, by the way.